Hello everyone, my name is Justice Johnson and I am specially welcoming you to Math Fusions. This is a channel where we make maths easy for you to learn. If you are just joining us for the first time, please, I want to encourage you to please subscribe and also like our videos, and you can comment on our videos, and also you can go on ahead to share this channel with any of your friends that is having any problems in mathematics, and by so doing you'll be helping him or her to overcome their problems. Now let us dive into our lesson for today. The questions we shall be dealing with today is taken from Wassce June 2009 Mathematics 2 Theory Questions Part 1. Now the question is, given that into bracket root 2 minus 5 root 2, root 3 minus 5 root 2, pardon me, then into bracket root 3 plus root 2 equals to a plus b root 6. Find the value, find a and b. Okay, now how do we approach this question? The first thing you note is that this problem here is a case of solved. So let us go straight into solving this problem. So we take the solution. Now, all we have to do is to rewrite these two questions, these two problems here. We come over here, we take our root 3, then minus 5 root 2, open bracket, then we open another bracket, and we say our root 3, then plus what? Root 2. And what we are going to do is to expand this bracket. How do we expand it? Here is how we go about it. We take our equality sign, put our root 3, then open the bracket and write all the content of this bracket here, which is what? Root 3 plus root 2. Then I'll write your minus 5 root 2, open bracket, and we'll write the root 3 plus root 2 here, root 3 plus root 2, then we close the bracket. The next thing we do now, as I said before, is to expand by using this root 3 to multiply all the contents in the bracket. So root 3 times root 3 will give us 3. Remember, let's come over to this place. There is a law of sort that says if the root of x multiplies the root of x, all you simply do is to write out the x and discard the root sign. So that is how we came about 3 when we multiply root 3 times root 3 to give us 3. Then we put our positive sign, and then over here we say root 3 times root 2, and it's like saying 3 times 2, which is 6, but this time we put the 6 under the root sign. Then we write our minus what? 5 root 2 times root 3. Simply multiply the root 2 and root 3, that will give us root 6, and then the 5 will be as the coefficient of that, so we'll say 5 root 6. Then minus times plus will give us minus, then 5 root 2 times root 2 will give us 5 multiplied by 2. Take note that our root 2 times root 2 is 2. Then we use it to multiply this 5 here, and that's why the result is like this. Then what we do next is to come over here. Then we'll write this as 3 plus here. If you check what we have here, this is the coefficient here is 1. Okay, it's an invisible one, so we can write it out. So 1 minus 5 will give us minus 4. So what I'm going to do here is to write this place not positive but negative what? 4. Then our root 6 comes in there. Then here we have minus 5 times 2 is 10, so we write minus what? Minus 10. Now the next thing we do in the next step is to observe that here we have 3 and here we have minus 10. We are going to simplify these two values because they do not have root sign. Alright, so 3 minus 10 will give us minus 7. We'll write it out as minus 7. And over here we have minus 4 root 6. Then we can conclude, because if you come back to the question here, you will see that when we multiply this, the result must equals a plus b root 6. So what we have to do now is to conclude by saying, remember, if we multiply this, the result we have is minus 7 minus 4 root 6. So we are going to say minus 7 minus 4 root 6 equals, according to the question, equals to what? We have equals to a plus what? B root 6. Now they told us here in the question to look for a and b. So how do we get our A and B? Since this is equality of sort, A here will stand for what we have here, which is -7. So we can say A equals to -7, and our B, we can see we have plus B, and is equals to what? Minus what? -4. So we can say our B is equals to minus what? -4. And that is the answer to this first question. I'm sure you followed me through and you would like to stick with me as I go into the second question now. Now, in the second question here, we have that if 2 power 1 minus y times 2 power y minus 1 all upon 2 upon power y plus 2 equals to what? 8 power 2 minus 3y. Then we're asked to find y. So this is a case of what? Of indices. So how do we solve this problem? Let us go into the solution quickly. All right, now in solving this problem, what do we do? First, we rewrite this question again. So we say 2 power 1 minus y multiplied by 2 power y minus 1 all divided by 2 power y plus 2 equals to 8 power 2 minus 3y. Okay, so what do we do here now? According to the law of indices, if we are having the same base, we are going to collect the same base as 1. So this 2 power this times 2 power this. I'm going to take this base 2 as 1. I'll write it as 2. And then, since we are multiplying, we are going to add up the powers. So here we have 1 minus y plus y minus 1. Then that is that for the numerator. Then we'll come to the denominator and still retain what we have there, which is 2 power y plus 2. Then everything equals. Now, if you check what we have here, since we're having the base here as 2, if you check this 8 here, which is the base on this side, we can still break it down to 2. That is, our 8 can still be written as 2 times 2 times 2, which is 2 power what? 3. So I'll replace this as 2 power 3. Now in the power here, we already have a value, which is what? 2 minus 3y. So please, I believe you understood what I did there, okay? Now let's still work on what we have here. If you realize, we're having a 2 in the base here at the numerator and 2 in the base here at the denominator. We have to still collect them as 1. And don't forget, we are dividing, okay? So in this case now, we are going to have 2. Then we write what is in the numerator, 1 minus y plus y minus 1. And because we are bringing the denominator here up, this is division, the power here will be negative. So I'll come to say minus, open bracket, y plus 2, because this y plus 2 is coming from the denominator and coming up. So we have to show that by putting the negative sign here. Then all should be equals to 2 power 3 into 2 minus 3y. So let us simplify what we have here. This is going to be what? 2 power. If you check here, we have 1 minus 1, which is 0. Then minus y plus y is like saying minus 1 plus 1, which is 0. So everything here will cancel out each other. Then we have to use this negative sign to open the bracket. So here will become y times 1 minus times y will give us minus y. Then minus times plus 2 will give us what? Minus 2. Then all equals to what? 2. We open the bracket at the power here. 3 times 2 will give us 6. Then minus 3 times 3y will give us 9y. So now we are in this step now. What do we do? Yes, what we are going to do. On the left, we are going to cancel the base here. On the right, we are going to cancel the base because the bases are the same. So we'll cancel the base and then we equate. We equate what? Equate the powers. Equating the powers means that over here, we are going to say minus y minus 2 will equal 6 minus 9y. And in collected like terms, I'll move our minus 9y to this side. It becomes 9y. Here we have minus y. Then send our minus 2 to meet the 6 that is here. So it becomes 6 plus 2. So when minus 2 comes over here, it becomes plus 2. So 9y minus y is like saying 9 minus 1. And that will give us 8. 8 what? 8y. equals to 6 plus 2 is what? 8. Now, in the next step here, we have to divide 8y by 8 on both sides. So, in doing so, this 8 will cancel out this 8, and then you will be left with what? Y, therefore becoming 1. So, your final answer for this question is that y is equals to 1. I want to believe you enjoy this lesson, and please, I want to thank you for all of you that are watching my videos on this channel. So far, we have 2,000 views, but the subscribers and count is not as high as I had expected it. So I want to encourage you to please, if you are watching these videos, please do subscribe. Help us to build this channel. Subscribe, share our videos, comment on our videos, and also hit the notification bell so that you can get notified each time we release a video. Thank you so much for your time, and I would like to see you in my next lesson.